I am yearning for a lobotomy. Welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm Stuffy Blades tonight. I'm sick, sexy girl tonight.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
Sick, sexy girl.
It's just allergies, probably.
Oh, I hope it is. Please.
I hope it is.
I mean, I don't feel sick, if it helps.
Those are famous last words.
I've just been sneezing all day. I don't know.
I hope it's the weather change because I don't have the mental toughness to handle mass illness right now.
You would not get a point for mental fortitude.
No, I sure wouldn't. I'm a giant man baby when I'm sick.
Soft.
It's soft indeed.
On that note, folks, this is a special episode, a special edition Something Feral, because we are going to be focusing our entire episode on our March Menace bracket.
That's right.
And so on this special episode, we're going to be doing the Egregious 8, and then we're going to get down to the Foul Four, and hopefully we're going to crown our menace.
Yeah, crown we'll have to think on that.
Yeah, we'll have to noodle on that one.
Crown.
Yeah.
Like, are they a champion? Like
Crucifix.
Ooh. Oh boy. Don't martyr these people.
We're going to crucify the March Menace.
I'm not against that, but
Just crucify them with our words.
yes.
Okay.
Mental crucifixion.
A mental crucifixion.
A verbal crucifixion for the March Menace.
I mean, Easter's coming.
Ooh, these bitch babies couldn't handle a real crucifixion, please.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine the whining.
Oh my God.
I mean, they think they could, and many, I mean, look at some of these guys. Like, the amount of times we've had to say, like,
Bitch baby.
yeah, a lot of them really think they're martyrs, too, speaking for myself.
So we'll start by running into our categories for the Egregious 8. We have 8 categories, and instead of doing a single yes or no, really for the rest of the bracket, we're going to be moving into a 3 possible answer, which is yes, no, maybe, or indifferent, or things like that. And we'll be more detailed as we get into them.
These are more skilled players. It
requires more detail to really get down to the grit of who is the menace.
The menace.
Yeah.
The March Menace.
Who will be crucified, apparently.
Who will be crucified? Honestly, just in time for Easter. You were so right.
I know. You're welcome.
Look at you. My Christianity has been influencing you in all the most interesting ways.
Who's the religious queen
The
now?
worst
Yeah.
ways in some
Who's
ways.
the religion? Some would, some wouldn't.
All right, so our categories for the Egregious 8 are investment in our lives. So whether or not they were invested in, like...
Whether or not they gave a fuck about our lives.
Basically, yeah. Number 2 is their relationship with mommy and daddy.
Were they mommy's special boy?
Right.
Did they hate their dad?
If you were to marry them, would you still be married to them as of today? I think that one's going to be a pretty big blowout.
I'm just so happy that we were all smart enough to never end up in this situation.
Yeah, and, like, we would never marry any of these men, just to be clear. But, like, if there was, like, an apocalypse, like, we didn't have a choice.
Against our will.
Right.
Yeah, like a Handmaid's Tale situation.
Ooh,
Did your friends or family like him?
good one.
Is this person prone to tantrums? Were they deceitful? Could you rely on them in an emergency?
Mm-mm.
And that's not necessarily just like, oh, could they like lift a piece of wood off of my body? It's like if I called them and said
Change
I
a
needed
tire.
them. Yeah, right.
Would they call you or would you call them?
Would you call them and say, hey, I need you? And they would be like, I will be there, right? Like, were they reliable in that way? And then, did you enjoy dining with them? Which is my personal favorite one because this could cover so many different areas of dining. It could cover what they eat.
It reveals a lot, yeah, because it's not just like about the food
How they
order.
treat waitstaff.
Exactly. The food they order is a red flag, but like, yeah, how they treat waitstaff. How are they behaving at the restaurant? Do they think they're being poisoned and bring their own food? I don't know if that actually happened, but that just seems like something one of these.
Gentlemen?
No.
Person? People?
Menaces?
Menaces, yeah.
All right, so we will jump into our Egregious 8. We're starting with round 1, which is X1 or E1 and E12. Both of these are Kate's exes.
Wowee.
Okay, he's one.
Yes, correct. He's the one we're starting with.
Okay.
So, investment in your life, was it none, normal, or too much?
It was somewhere between none and normal.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, I wasn't begging for his investment in my life. I was fine without it.
I would like to tell a little quip.
Yeah.
When Kate and I were living together and my boyfriend at the time and I were newly dating, it was a Friday night. And we're like, oh, Kate, what are you doing tonight? And like, what's your boyfriend up to? And you're like, I don't know. You're like, you don't know where he is or what he's doing? Nope. I don't know. And I'm just going to hang out here. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's a 100% chance that I spent that evening with Brianna.
Absolutely. 100%. I agree with Blaze. I think it's a 0 point.
Yeah, but I want to say, like, again, in the name of honesty, I was not innocent here either.
Yeah. All right, 0 points. Relationship with mommy and daddy. Was it no relationship? Was it a normal relationship? Or was it a little too much?
It was normal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. If you were married, would you still be? Yes, no, or maybe?
I remember thinking when we were together that I would probably say yes if this person asked, but there was no way I was making it to the aisle.
So I think that's a hard no.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, no points. Did your friends and family like him?
No.
Some were okay with him.
Some were more cordial than others.
I think cordial's a great way to put it. I don't think anyone liked him actively.
We were nice to him because you were with him. I did not enjoy his presence.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people had a problem with
Some in this room did. Well, I would say.
some outside this room did. You know what? It would have to veer towards like neutral to like yes.
Yeah, that's a 0. All righty. Was this person prone to tantrums? Yes, no, or unsure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys witnessed a few.
Big baby. The couple that whisper fights in the corner at parties.
I'm not like a whisperer though.
Not you. Him.
Yeah.
He was like too embarrassed to like, he was like, oh my God, like.
Oh, he thought it was, yeah, but he
He
was
was, like,
the one
embarrassed.
picking the fights.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Was he deceitful? Yes, no, or indifferent?
No. He was not deceitful.
Okay. Could you rely on him in an emergency?
No.
Hard no.
I couldn't rely on him in very like standard relationship
Needs.
situations.
This man
yeah.
would cry about taking out the garbage, okay? Ick.
Yeah.
Boo.
A lot of things like that.
Did you enjoy dining with him?
Yeah, that wasn't his problem.
Okay.
Okay, we got some points here.
All right, there we go. All right, moving on to your other ex.
Oh boy. I need coffee
Investment-
liqueur.
Wait, which number is this?
This is E12.
Okay.
So Kate's second ex.
Oh
Investment in your life. None, normal, or too much?
boy. Normal.
Normal? Okay. Relationship with mommy and daddy. None, normal, too much.
He was always crying about mommy
Weird.
and daddy.
Yeah, weird in a different way. Like,
Sad.
yeah, like parents were
Dramatic.
not together but had a very good relationship, but it might as well have been like World War II.
So too much. I think he was too invested.
Yeah. Well, and I had for context, I had a relative die and I was sad about it. And I was, trying to rely on your significant other and like open up to them about that. And I was sad about my relative passing. And they were like, well, my parents aren't together. So like, you'll never know what it's like to come downstairs and not have breakfast together as a family again. I was like,
Oh,
no, I
come
do.
on.
I do because this person's dead. So I can never have breakfast with them, no matter who's there. Like we're not having breakfast on this
Wow.
earth. Yeah.
Too invested.
Yeah.
Too much.
Oh, boy.
If you were married, would you still be?
No.
Ew.
No.
Cheater. No.
And also just no.
Did your
Stinky.
friends and family like him?
No.
No, ma'am. Slimy, dirty, greasy.
Yeah.
All right.
Was this person prone to tantrums?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Were they deceitful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cheater.
yeah. Cheater. Boo.
Oh, this might be an upset.
It certainly is an upset when you break it down.
Could you rely on them in an emergency?
Oh, no way.
You know what? More so than the other one,
So
which feels crazy to say.
indifferent?
Yeah.
Not like a hard yes, but like you probably could.
But I think if I called this person, like when we were together, if I called this person and said like, I really need you, can you come over?
They'd
Or,
come.
something like that. More so than the other person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 points? So a hard yes.
It's hard to say. It could go either way. But
Okay, we're just going to keep going.
I'd say yes.
Did you enjoy
Uh,
You're fucking killing me here.
I'm sorry. It's been a minute. And B, like, I also don't think that I like relied on this person a lot. Like, if I like needed something, I would call a friend.
Then fine, that's a 1, indifferent.
But again, more so than the last one. Like, I think they deserve a point more than the last one.
Yeah, so there's a 0 point, a 1 point, and a 2 point.
And the last person got a 0. Okay, so yeah, this person should have a 1.
Yep. Did you enjoy dining with them? Yes, no, or indifferent?
Indifferent. I mean, they didn't do anything like deranged.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first upset of the bracket.
Wow.
This person beat out the last one?
By 2 full points.
Wait, they are. So who is moving forward?
E12.
I thought points were good.
No. It's,
I mean, points are good, right?
yeah, more points means you don't move on. So E1 got more points.
He's moving on?
No, he's not. He's he's out.
That is an upset.
That is an upset.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
Wow.
Eyes have been
I
opened.
mean, these happen. I guess, like, when you lay it all out the way we did, it does make some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kate is in shock.
I'm not in shock. I'm trying to think of who I'd rather hang out with, like, today if I had to
if
choose.
you had
And
to choose.
God, I really can't. Like, I mean, I'm almost inclined to say the one who is not moving forward, but I
You
don't
will
know.
leave with depression either way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not having a good time either way. Oh, well, what do you know?
What do you know?
An upset.
An upset. Oh, well, that's what makes it interesting.
This does make it interesting. I mean,
yeah.
you've got someone who's made it way further than we thought he would.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the best team does not always win.
That's
No,
right.
like Cinderella story.
Cinderella story right here.
If Cinderella was gross.
Okay. To our next contestants. Another one of Kate's exes.
Oh, man.
I think this is it for you, though. This
Please.
is your last. This is
Oh.
the individual that we think might take it all.
Oh
That we
my
might
God.
think is the menace.
Which number is he?
He is
0.
E2.
Okay.
All right. Investment into your life.
Oh, like none.
Okay. Relationship with mommy and daddy.
Weird, bad.
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were married, would you still be?
Fuck no.
Did your friends... why do I keep saying
Friends. Your friends like him.
Do your friends and family like him?
Hell nah. No.
Ain't no damn way.
Is this person prone to tantrums?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can we tell the story?
Yeah, this person yelled at Blaze
In my own home, in
in
our own
home. Take it away, Blaze.
I so graciously offered to play beer pong as his partner, mind you, against our dear friend Brianna and her husband.
Oh, is that who the game was against? I don't remember.
And I was not very good. Oh no, so bad. And
The tragedy.
he, when we started losing, threw a literal tantrum with his bitch baby voice. Like, oh my God, like, can you like try harder? Like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I remember.
like, how fucking dare you talk to me like this with your nasally, whiny little bitch baby voice in my home?
I remember like not being around for like a majority of that game, and I came back to him like yelling at you, which like should have been enough for me to be like, I'm so done. What the hell am I doing? It wasn't, unfortunately, because I was young and an idiot.
That's okay.
But I remember like saying something about it later. I was like, that was like kind of crazy of you to like yell at my friend who invited you over to our home. Like,
It was a Christmas party. The joy should have been spread.
Over beer pong.
could you imagine like yelling at someone over a game like that?
No, because I'm a rational adult.
Right. And like we were very young at the time, but he wasn't.
We were not that young.
He was not.
And he wasn't. He was older than us.
And also, it doesn't matter.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is like, I agree with you 100%. I'm not defending this insanity.
Oh, I know that.
But we weren't all like wasted at a frat
No,
party.
we were not like shit-faced.
We were in our mid-20s at this point. We were a little bit older. Maybe brains slightly developed.
His brain was developed enough not to yell at. I mean, your brain should be developed enough not to yell at like the host, like when they
Over
invite you to play a
beer
game.
pong.
Yeah. His was not.
I wasn't aware you were supposed to be good at such games.
Yeah. I mean, no, because you were not at a frat party.
Right.
This was a nice home in a nice neighborhood. I didn't know he was yelling at me because his voice was so nasally and high. I'm like, is he serious? Is he mad?
It didn't like register like a dog was.
Blaze is like, I don't hear the frequency of bitch baby whiny voice.
Maybe that's why I like didn't really catch it. I was just like oblivious to the sound.
Couldn't tell if he was happy or mad. And then I realized.
I can't really hear out of my left ear, so that's probably what was going on.
Okay. Were they deceitful? I think we
Yep.
know the answer
Oh,
to that.
yeah.
The most, again.
Could you rely on them in an emergency?
Fuck no. God, I've got a lot of those.
Did you enjoy dining with them?
No. I was like ashamed.
When you told me what he drinks at his home
And eats.
and amount of that and the color of the drink,
I believe it was Diet Mountain Dew.
oh, better.
It was like Diet Pop in general, but like directly out of the 2-liter.
You told me he would drink it like it was just like a regular sized bottle, but it was a 2-liter, a Mountain Dew, green.
Correct. Yeah, and would like bring it places without shame. Yeah.
God. This person walked away with no points, and I think that's correct.
Yeah, no, I don't think we should dignify them
No.
at any points. I mean, I hate that I'm even talking about
I know.
them. Like,
I know.
not because it makes me feel anything except just like, ugh.
Yep.
It's okay. The one he's going against, not much better.
No, the other one we thought would go all the way. So this is like the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed going up against each other early on in the series.
Only one can prevail.
Here we go. This is E6. So Blaze, investment in your life.
Negative. 0.
0.
Could care less.
Relationship with mommy and daddy.
They took care of him like he was a little infant.
So too much.
Too much, yeah.
His mom like came over and wiped his ass, no doubt.
If you were married.
Well, my family wouldn't speak to me. We know that.
So that's a hard no?
Hard no.
It's just so interesting. These are the two people like many people would have intervened. Both of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Aggressively and urgently and directly.
Correct. I mean, I tried to intervene with yours.
Many did. Yeah.
Is this person
Unfortunately.
prone to tantrums?
Oh, yes. Loves to throw them on the internet.
Yeah. Were they deceitful?
Yes. Always.
Could you rely on them in an emergency?
No. Emergency, please.
Did you enjoy dining with them?
No.
Okay, so ladies, we have a hard tie.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, what do we do in this?
Double zeros. What do we do with a tie?
I mean, if anyone was gonna get 2 zeros, it's both of these losers.
We're just going to have to keep going, and then they're going to have to go against other people, maybe head to head again.
We'll need new categories for them. Create a special round.
You know what we'll do? Let's keep moving, but I have some thoughts about what we can do.
Oh
All
god.
right, now we're moving on to one of my exes pitted against one of Blaze's exes. This is the weenie, E3 and E7.
Okay.
Okay, so this is mine. Investment into my life.
Not enough.
No, none. Relationship with mommy and daddy.
Bad.
Icky.
Yuck.
I would argue other family members, not good relationships with Icky also.
If I were married to him, would I still be?
No. Actually, maybe.
How long ago was it?
I mean, it was 10 years ago.
I don't think it would have
More?
lasted a decade, but I think it would have lasted a while.
I think so too. I think I would have put up with it for longer than I should have. Because it wasn't like egregious. I mean,
No, and you liked him a lot.
I did like him a lot. Yeah. He's one of the few people that I liked more than he liked me. That's
Yeah.
usually not my vibe.
I would say the only one.
Yeah, the only one.
So I think it would have lasted a while.
Maybe. I think maybe is a fair answer.
Right now, though, as like a fully developed like 30 something, like I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm going to put a maybe only because I think it would have lasted longer than it should have.
I agree,
Because
but
we've all been in a relationship that lasted too long, but you
Yeah.
had not, so maybe.
it's true. But over 10 years, so this 10 years would have been plus. Like you dated him like 10 years ago. You said,
Yeah, but dude, that's for any of my exes.
No, I know.
Yeah, we
I don't
know.
know. I wouldn't understand, but
I mean, it was more than 10 years ago. It would have been.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it would have lasted longer, but I don't think it would have lasted.
You declared your love on my 21st birthday. Let's not forget.
I know. She might.
So, I mean, I turned 21 in January of...
You'll be 35 this year, so that'll be 14 years. There's no way.
No, all right, fine.
Like I'm doing this for you.
Yeah. Did my friends and family like him?
No.
Not really.
I would say, but like, I don't think you guys like vocalized that at the time.
But I always thought he was a weenie.
After a while, it became, at first he was all right, and then it became clear, like, he was just, like, jerking you around a lot.
Okay, 0. Is this person prone to tantrums? No.
Yeah.
He didn't throw
The
any-
biggest.
He didn't throw
yeah,
any
what?
tantrums. What tantrum did he throw?
What do you mean?
I mean, are we being callous here?
Yeah,
Like,
what tantrum?
big tantrums.
He was not like he just didn't care enough to have a tantrum.
But he also didn't,
He never threw tantrums. I can't think of a single situation where he threw a tantrum.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, he just didn't care enough to throw a tantrum. Can you think of a single incident?
You know what? Okay, actually, I feel like, not like tantrum in like the way a toddler throws a tantrum, like screams, storms out, cries, yells, but like I feel like he would be like really passive aggressive and like be really like silent with you and like.
Oh, I agree with that, but that's not a tantrum to me.
It's like a passive aggressive tantrum.
I don't know. I don't feel like it qualifies as a tantrum. So I think at this point we'll do unsure.
Yeah, because I think a case could be made for like very childish, immature behavior.
I think childish, immature behavior, 100%.
Around his feelings.
But I wouldn't say that he threw like tantrums.
Okay, yeah. The way that
the other few have thrown tantrums.
My 2 exes we just talked about threw tantrums in front of both of you.
Right, yeah. Like he didn't have that type of behavior.
That's true. I never witnessed it.
God, you guys really have a way of putting into person, because I just like forget, you know, you just like stop caring and you kind of forget. And then like in these conversations, I'm like, oh yeah, you were privy to that.
When you put pen to paper, the truth comes out.
Was he deceitful?
In ways, yeah.
Was he?
I would say like, I don't think that like it's a full yes or no, but I do think it's a middle. Like I think that he was unintentionally deceitful.
What did he lie about?
I don't think he was lying about, like, there were just things that he just, like, would say that weren't true because it was, like, easier to say those things.
Yeah, he hid a lot from you. He wasn't honest. He wasn't cheating on you, but he wasn't honest with you.
And, like, not honest in, like, I'm not out partying, or, like, oh, no, I'm not talking to that girl, or shit like that. It was more like, he just, like, didn't tell me the things that were going on in his life intentionally.
Yeah, that's deceit.
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't tell me things going on in his life on purpose, and he hid them from me. Like, yeah, it's deceit.
It's giving deceit.
Not cheating, but deceitful.
Okay.
Because of, like, it was all the time, too.
Could you rely on him in emergency?
No.
No.
Negative.
Did I enjoy dining with him? Yeah. He didn't have any issues with the food.
I will give credit where credit is due. He introduced sushi to you in a meaningful way.
He did, yeah.
And now we can all enjoy sushi together, which is delightful.
Yeah, he ate like a normal adult, and he always treated waitstaff responsibly.
Yeah, and behaved appropriately at the restaurant.
Behaved appropriately at restaurants. He was like a polite person.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't his problem.
No, and he ate like adult food. Okay. Moving on to your ex. E7.
Here we go.
All right. Investment into your life. I would say yes.
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Too close.
Too close.
Relationship with mommy and daddy.
Bad.
Ooh.
Too close. Mommy was in love with said person.
Ew.
I think.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. If you were married, would you still be?
I don't know the answer to that.
No.
No, probably not, because the family is too bad. I couldn't have handled it. No.
And again, like, if we were having this conversation at 25, I think the answers would be different. But, like, there's no way, like, in our 30s, you would have been putting up with this still.
No, God, no. Did your friends and family like him?
I would say yeah.
Yeah, I liked him at the time.
Actually, yeah.
Well, he was, like, part of our friend group, too.
Right. We were a little group of friends. We had fun.
Was this person prone to tantrums? I feel like in the same way that the ex we just talked about, same type of thing, like didn't throw like loud, big tantrums, but
but was it passive aggressive? Like he would bring stuff up like that happened past.
Passive aggressive tantrums. Yeah. So I think that's a 1.
He would have like meltdowns, like emotional meltdowns.
Yeah, and there was always something wrong, always, or he was upset about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get in a big fight with you the night he met one of your friends, hypothetically.
Correct.
I'm not talking about the beer pong. I'm talking about something else, damn it. Different person. Wow.
Was he deceitful?
I don't think so.
No, that wasn't his problem.
Could you rely on him in an emergency?
Yeah, I think so.
He's like someone, you know what, again, credit where credit's due. Like, he cared about your friends.
True.
Like, if I had an emergency, I could call him.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'll give him that. Like,
well,
he was,
and we were all like,
and we were friends.
All friends,
true,
yeah.
but like, there are some friends you wouldn't call, and he's someone I felt like I could call.
He knew your name.
Yeah, he knew who I was.
Did you enjoy dining with him?
Oh yeah, he was kind to waitstaff.
All right, another blowout. This one was not a surprise, though.
No.
But I am surprised.
I'm surprised this weenie has gotten so far.
I don't know. You guys are, like, harsh with him.
It's just, like, one of those things, like, it's the same thing. Like,
On paper, it's bad.
Yeah, on paper, he's bad. Yeah,
you
you're
don't
right.
think about these things. Like, I hadn't thought about, like, many of these things. I'm like, well, yeah, oh, gosh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's, like, the same thing.
Yeah, when you put pen to paper, things change.
All right, another one of my exes, and then against Blaze this time.
Okay.
So
Gosh,
same, yeah.
I get to kick
You're
back
done.
for a
Yeah,
sec.
you get to enjoy.
Thank goodness. For now, until the worst of the worst come to a head again.
This is E4.
This one's mine.
This one is mine.
Oh, okay.
And then he is up against E9.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
This is going to be an interesting one. I think this one is the most like, huh.
Unsuspected.
Unclear who will come out the
like,
winner,
not
lose
sure.
winner.
Yeah.
I know who I want to win because I know who I personally like better.
Agreed.
But that doesn't mean a lot.
No, it does not. Okay. Investment into my life. Very much so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say in a weird amount. I would say a normal investment.
Near the end, or you could argue it was too much.
Yeah, when we were broken up, a little bit too much. Remember that time he puked on the table in front of me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I should tell that story.
Yeah.
So this person, we were at like some house party and we ran in like similar circles, like after breakup. And we were at this house party and I was just about to transfer schools. I was about to transfer from my Michigan-based school to my Chicago-based school. And he came up to me and I hadn't seen him in a while. And he was like, hey, like, how are you? And I was like telling him, he's like, oh yeah, like actually I was thinking about like transferring to where you're going to school. And I was like, oh, like that's too bad. Like I'm literally moving to Chicago in like 3 weeks. And he was like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden he pukes, but it wasn't like a bleh. It was just like this little like bleh.
Like a baby spit up.
But like this little like the amount of liquid you would have in that to-go cup right there.
Ew.
Just like this little like bloop, and it just landed on the table. And I remember looking at him.
Couldn't even be a manly puke. Dainty puke.
I just like stood up and just walked away. I didn't say another word. And I was like, I'm leaving.
That's all you can
don't
do.
need to be here.
What do you say in that situation?
It was just like the most it was the
Just
worst.
gross.
Just gross. Yeah,
Ew.
it was so gross. Relationship with mom and dad is very normal.
Yeah.
They were close, but not weird.
No, he had wonderful parents.
Yeah, I would say that.
There's a few on the list who do.
His mom still, like, every once in a while will reach out and be like, hey, I hope you're doing really well.
You know, it's so funny because Maverick said that he has parents of exes who like reach out to him. And I was like, if things go south with us, do not expect that from my parents.
Yeah,
Like,
my
you are-
parents would never.
No, like you are dead to them.
Who? Who?
If you were married, would you still be?
Ooh.
I would kind of say probably.
Actually, maybe.
I want to say maybe, only because I feel like, well, him and I had a lot of issues. We did really, truly care for each other.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say it was like a toxic relationship.
I think it had some toxicity to it because of how young we were.
Yeah, but I don't think toxic's right. It's
No,
just
it was
like,
just like an immature relationship in a lot of ways.
yeah.
Did my friends and family like him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this person prone to tantrums? Every once in a while,
I remember. Yeah.
he would
some.
throw a tantrum.
This is actually how Dr. Phyllis used to call me that because you guys would fight so often. And most of the time it wasn't like serious, but
No.
sometimes it was like you were hitting each other with noodles and I had to be like, sit you both down. And I was like, I'm now Dr. Phil is, and we're going to work this out because it was a lot.
Yeah. Was he deceitful? Never.
Nah.
No. Wow, he's cleaning up.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Could I rely on him in emergency? Absolutely. He would throw himself in front of a car for me.
Well, and he's another one too, like, yeah. And also, like, yeah, he's another one where, like, again, we were friendly too. But, like, I could call him for sure.
Did I enjoy dining with him? Yeah, no issues
Yeah,
there.
he was fun.
No issues. Wow. I think he's our first, like,
Another blowout?
he's in the teens.
Big summer blowout.
Wow.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. This is moving on to Kristen's ex.
I just want to put in perspective. He has so many points. He's in the teens, and Chris and I each have someone who is 0
points. Yeah. Well, he's like one of those people that really didn't deserve to be in this bracket either. Like,
Yeah.
he had like some shit stuff, but like he really was not a bad person.
No.
No.
I would never say that about him.
Okay, moving on to your ex.
Here we go.
Investment into your life.
I don't remember which one we're talking about.
E9.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No. But maybe would have had we stayed together. Maybe.
No.
He would come to family events and like be like social.
That feels like the bare minimum.
So 1 point.
I
Neutral?
remember because we would throw parties, like have people over and like pregame at our house. Like
That's true. He would not come.
and if he did, he would talk to I always try to like make him feel welcome and like because I knew he didn't know anybody and whatever. And I was
Yeah.
your roommate, so I'd be like, hey, like how's it going? How you been? And like just like talking to a wall.
Why do I always date guys that are walls?
And he'd be like, come on, we're going to the gym. And I was like, you guys are not going to the gym. She's drunk.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and then I just stopped inviting them. I was like, it'd be more fun without them.
And it was.
All right.
Party poopers.
Relationship with mom and dad.
Did not live near each other, so kind of distant.
Normal or none?
Normal.
Normal? Okay. If you were married, would you still be?
I mean, we'd probably have like 6 kids, so like maybe. I might try to work it out for the kids, but without them, no.
You know what I think, honestly? I think if you guys got married, everything would have like come crashing right after that.
I probably would have had a mental breakdown for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Like, I think you'd have been like, okay, we're gonna go like live in the
and procreate.
Yeah, we're gonna go live in the middle of nowhere. You're not gonna have a job because you're gonna be my stay-at-home girlfriend. Like, he basically dragged you out of the club. He would have had to drag you out of the club to be his like stay-at-home country wife. Like, you would have crashed.
His trad wife.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have handled that. Like, you would have just like run away, I think.
I couldn't even make a cheesecake. Oh my God.
A cheesecake. I mean, we weren't like, you weren't cooking. Like, I wasn't really either, but like, you were only eating fast food at that time. I say this without judgment. I'm just like assessing the situation here.
Oh, sure was. I hadn't cooked a day in my life.
I think you would have like ran away.
I would have had to like build up like any little allowance he gave me to like get a place and like escape. Not because he was bad, but because like
You'd go crazy.
No, I don't even think you would have waited that long. I think you would have just like gotten in your car one night and like kept driving.
That's true. Honestly, I was crazy back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at that age too, like, what would have stopped you from just getting in the car at 11? Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go run some errands, and you're in the car. You like realize you have your bag.
You just
realize you have
keep
some of your stuff.
driving.
You're just like, I don't know what happened next. I was just like back at my place with Kate.
Oh no.
I guess I'm gonna stay here now.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Did your friends and family like him?
Yeah. They didn't threaten to not be around when
Was it more of an indifferent or like a...
Indifference.
It was indifference, yeah.
Okay.
No one was like excited about him.
Was this person prone to tantrums?
Never.
Okay.
But only because he was a steel wall.
Right.
Of no emotion.
He did not have access to his feelings.
Was he deceitful?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
No, I don't think he was like a liar.
Could you rely on him in an emergency?
I could.
Yeah.
He was strong and capable of things, I will say.
Did you enjoy dining with him?
Yeah, honestly, no qualms there.
Okay. By 3 points, your ex is moving on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
3 points. That feels too close.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not surprised he's moving on, but
So
now,
what are we going to do about these losers?
So for the
Yeah.
for the two that are I am going to go through the questions and I am going to answer them.
it's funny because I don't think you spent a lot of time around these people.
I did not. I spent an equal amount of time around both of them,
Well, I'm sorry.
and it was not a lot.
Still too much.
You met the crazy one?
Oh yeah, I got really stoned at his house and threw up.
He came to the boat one time too.
I don't know if I remember that.
You were mad. I remember. You were like not very nice to him, and you were mad at Brianna because you were like, she was just like so fucking rude to him. You're so fucking mean to him.
I don't regret
And
that.
I remember thinking like, and I was not a fan of his at the time, but I do remember thinking you were like almost like not unnecessarily, but just like you hadn't spent like any time with him, and he didn't really like do anything or say anything to you, and you were just like, this fucking guy, I can't believe I have to fucking spend time with him. And I was
there
like,
was something.
I was like, no, like I kind of agree, but like he
I think I was
hasn't said
honest about
anything.
shit he's done. You would have known.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was before or after the incident. Not the incident, but like the time that we were in Royal Oak together, and we had a few drinks, and then we went back to his place and smoked, and I got really sick.
I wasn't there for this. I never hung out at his house. We like went to pick him
We
up or
didn't
drop
hang
him
up
off.
at his house. His house was just like around, so we went to like smoke, and then I threw up, and then we left.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I don't remember the boat situation though. Do you?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
That's all I remember is just you being like so rude to
You know
him.
what? I don't regret that. I don't remember it, but I don't
I'm
regret
sure it
it.
was deserved.
No, it
Obviously.
no, it like I
Yeah.
agree, but again, it was funny because you were like, I just don't know why she was like that mean to him. Like he didn't do anything, which in this point in time, it was true. Like I'm not defending him. And you were right,
funny.
Brianna.
I'm always right about people. What have you learned?
That's true. That's true.
All right, so we're going to be jumping into a unexpected situation, which is we have one round of X's, and this was our number one and number two ranking, as if we're going to talk in basketball terms, that both walked away from the Egregious 8 with 0 points. So now we have to have a tiebreaker.
We have encountered uncharted territory.
Yeah. And the decision is we are going to put them head to head on each question and pick the person who's worse in each of the 8 categories versus giving them a point differential. So we'll still give them a point if they're the worst, but it's going to be a little bit different. And
Worst
hopefully-
overall.
Yeah, worst overall.
Okay.
Who do we think was less invested in your lives?
Probably mine.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mine was borderline insane.
Yeah, and mine was like obsessed with certain aspects of my life, but not other. I don't really know how to like word it.
I think that's fair. I think we're good with that. Relationship with mommy and daddy. Whose was worse?
See, Like mine, he was just taken care of by them.
What about yours?
Same, but not. They weren't like paying his bills.
Who was financially? Were either of them financially supported by their parents?
Yes, mine.
No, mine was not.
Then yours. Yep. Mm-hmm. If you were, I don't think this is a fair question. Okay, if you had to be, yeah, I don't think either of you. Who would we have to like? If you had to marry one of them, who would you marry?
What?
So Kate, pick who you would marry between the two.
Oh my god. You might have to pick mine based on what some of the things you've told me.
I would have to pick mine. Like, for real, that's my answer.
I don't
like,
know, though.
I wouldn't pick yours for a very specific
Oh,
reason.
God, no,
and
yeah.
I can't say.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
wait,
rough.
hold on. Let me. Okay, I'm torn because on one hand,
This is so fucking hard.
it is so hard.
Not
Like,
for me.
okay, it would be, I think, oh gosh, it's so hard to say. I really don't know.
You have to pick Kate because Blaze picked hers, so you have to pick.
The torture.
And we can move on and not give them. I can be the
mental
tiebreaker
torture. This is so
if
funny.
it's not a tiebreaker. Yeah, you have to choose.
Kate is in utter turmoil for the listeners.
I've never seen her so
So torn.
torn.
So tortured by decision.
Can I just walk into the sea? Like, oh, you know what? I'm picking yours. You know what? I'm
What
picking
did
yours.
it for you?
I think I could get out easily by just saying like I took a government job. And like he would just like kick me out and I'd be like, all right, see ya.
The enemy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'd have to pick. I'm picking yours.
All right. Did your friends and family, who was disliked the most?
Probably mine.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
My brother threatened to never come home again.
I mean, my
pretty
friends
crazy.
openly hated this man,
Including us.
and so did my sister, who met him once.
Oh, that's right. I met her. Her and I met him at the same time because she was at that ugly sweater party.
Where I was attacked.
My other friends didn't like him either.
But your family had no opinion on him.
No, I didn't bring him around my family. I think my subconscious knew better.
I think yours, Blaze, was more generally disliked.
By everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
By his own doing. He did it on purpose, I swear.
Tantrums. Who had the worst tantrums?
Oh.
Mine wouldn't really... See, I say that he didn't do them publicly, but he did. He certainly did. He would throw many tantrums. But most of it was, like, made up. It was for a made-up reason. So I don't know what's worse.
Mine would just, really passive-aggressive tantrums and, like...
I mean, I don't know how passive-aggressive yelling at Blaze was over beer
No,
pong.
I know.
That was pretty egregious.
That was a tantrum.
Oh, absolutely.
But mine would make a scene at a bar, just for the drama.
Would yours make a scene?
Mine would, like, storm out, not say anything, and then, like, text me horrible things.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was very common.
Man, this is
Okay, so his
hard.
tantrums are directed at you.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Because he cared about how people
What
saw
about
him.
your tantrums? Were those tantrums directed at you or just...
Sometimes, yeah, he would make things up that I was or practiced, as in religion or witchcraft. But that's only when he was mad at like the other girls he was seeing. He would take it out on me, and he loved to make a scene. He loved the drama.
Yeah, I think mine loved control, and like when I pushed back on certain things or like would call him out on like lies that he told me, that's when he would like really, storm out and then like text me a bunch of things or, like ignore me for days and then like threaten me in other ways. I'm trying to not be too specific. Yeah. Different style tantrums. Although in terms of like volume and scale, probably yours.
Okay.
He loved to make a scene.
In public, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He would make a scene and then text me about it later, so the double.
Okay.
Who was more deceitful? I feel like yours was
Mine,
more deceitful.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one.
Mine should have kept more things to himself.
He was too honest.
I will say this. I think if I had to choose, so the next one is, could you rely on them in emergency?
Never.
Mm.
I think yours more so than yours.
100%.
I mean, an insane emergency, like a zombie
again,
apocalypse.
That's still an emergency.
That's true.
It's not a real emergency.
Right, but
Mine could defend me.
It's the one he yearns for. Yeah.
Yours would run away.
Oh, absolutely.
guys, depending on this answer, it could be a tie again.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
telling you that right now.
Make
I'm
it
not-
stop.
Okay. Who was worse to dine with?
Oh, mine. Well, actually, I don't know enough about yours.
He was actually never cruel to waitstaff because, again, like he wasn't like
Was
just
yours cruel to wait?
a loser for no reason.
No, that wasn't his problem.
Okay, so was he a picky eater?
I swear I never really saw him eat.
Then I think yours is worse. which makes it a tie.
Okay.
By some
God damn it.
fucked
damn
up
it.
decision. Okay, I have to make a decision here. Give me a minute.
No.
I can't do this anymore.
Actually, we already have a majority rule because the gun to your head marriage, I said yours and you said yours.
Oh, fuck.
So
what does that mean? Yours
so I think
moves on
mine
or
is
mine?
the worst. I think he's taken it all.
Honestly, yeah.
It makes more sense.
I'm aligned with that. He's worse.
He is worse.
Whose?
Mine.
Kate's.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn.
Wow.
To lose to someone who believes that fluoride in the water makes the frogs gay is really, really something. But it's true. He's worse.
What?
Oh, that's something that's like an Alex Jones thing. Yeah, to lose to an Alex Jones enthusiast who's never had a job is really tantrum throwing conspiracy theorist.
Wow.
Again, on
wow,
paper.
Wow.
No, I
Things
said it.
change.
If I was forced to marry one of them and I couldn't walk into the ocean with rocks in my pockets, I would pick yours.
That is wild.
Yeah, it is.
Things have been said tonight, ladies.
I just kind of forgot about a lot of these things about this person. And
Me too.
now that I'm thinking it through, I'm like, oh yeah, the Alex Jones enthusiast is the better choice.
That's where the bar is, in hell, like we
Yeah,
said.
deep in the depths of hell. Like I said, God's light has always shone upon us, yet we have strayed far from it into the deepest caverns of the underworld, where we were met with these two.
Oh my God, ladies. So moving on.
I'm just picturing Nosferatu haunting our dreams like these for these men.
Are you kidding me? I would choose Nosferatu over these men every day. You to live in a castle with you. Do haunted goth shit.
Moving on to the Foul Four is E12 in an upset over E1.
Wild, yeah.
Wild.
Another upset.
And E2, who we just discussed.
Oh,
Not an upset, but like a hard road to make a decision on.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
The Weenie, who is E3, and then E9, which is one of Blaze's exes.
God, the weenie's looking real great right about now.
Yeah, it's so funny that before we started this journey, we were sure that mine would win. And we did take out the one most egregious of all to make it fair. But
Yeah.
this is still a good fight.
You know what? You're not wrong about that.
Mine could also never fight. Not strong enough, physically or mentally.
Soft.
All right, so ladies, moving on to the Foul Four. Let me just make sure I have this bracket correct.
I hate that we're not making money off of this yet.
Okay.
I know, this was so hard on us. That last round.
All right, so moving on to the Foul Four. We have 4 categories for the Foul Four. And those categories are, was this person a hypocrite? I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but...
Yeah, so the man who tells everyone how to live but completely ignores his own advice. Self-righteousness mixed with zero self-awareness.
Okay, was this person toxic?
This guy thrives on drama, starts conflicts for fun, and generally makes everything worse for everyone around him. A constant energy sucker, something I've been accused by with someone who is out of the bracket.
This one is probably my favorite term. Reverse underdog.
Oh, yeah, this one's on you.
So funny.
So describe an underdog.
So an underdog is men who rose from difficult beginnings and prove their potential in the face of the odds, showing incredible perseverance. So the opposite of that.
Yeah, the opposite of that.
Men who did not rise from difficult beginnings, that started off with everything handed to them, and they did not prove their potential to face any odds of anything in life, and showed no perseverance whatsoever.
And either pretended that they faced a lot of obstacles or the obstacles they faced were totally self-imposed.
Right. And then the last category is mansplaining.
Ugh.
I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, we don't need to. Everyone here's been mansplained.
Yep. All right. Are we ready?
I guess.
Our first round is E12, which is Kate's ex, versus E2, which is Kate's ex.
Oh, great. E12, goodbye. You're safe. You're free. Like,
But let's we got to do it. Was E12 a hypocrite?
Not really. Why even?
It could be indifferent. Remember, we're doing those 3.
Indifferent, yeah.
Indifferent.
In some ways, sure, but I don't know.
Was this person toxic?
No. Annoying.
But not toxic.
Hurt my feelings, but not toxic.
Reverse underdog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretend adversity. Self-created adversity.
Right. Mansplainer.
A little bit, but not egregiously so. I'd say neutral, honestly.
So, indifferent.
Yeah.
Okay. That was fast.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
merciful.
Thank God.
E2.
Oh,
Was this person a hypocrite?
yes.
Was this person toxic?
Absolutely.
Was this person a reverse underdog?
The definition.
boy, yeah.
Was this person a mansplainer?
100%.
Okay. Very clear winner. As you said, E12 was off the hook. E2 is moving into the final.
Oh.
Not
The
surprised.
finale to be the March Menace.
He took out the number one contender, so he may go all the
Truly
way.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, me v Blaze. We're starting with E3 and then E9.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know who will end up.
We know who's taking the tournament, but it's interesting
Yeah.
to see how the teams are going to fare here.
Yeah. Right. Was this person a hypocrite?
No.
I don't think so. Was this person toxic? I don't think so. He wasn't in it for the drama.
You know what? I think you honestly have a case to make that, like,
Read the description again.
Thrives on drama, starts conflicts for fun.
No.
No.
Okay, no. You got put in a lot of shitty situations because of him, though.
That's true.
Of his own doing.
Reverse underdog? Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No
for
doubt
sure.
in my mind. Mansplainer?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
He was never like that. Okay. Now Blaze's ex, E9. Was this person a hypocrite?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Was this person toxic?
I think at one point maybe, but
So we can do indifferent.
yeah, I would say indifferent. I think there was times, yeah. But not when we were together, no.
Reverse underdog.
No, I don't think so.
Mansplainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably sometimes, yeah.
A little bit. Not like full on his worst, most obvious trait, but
No.
yeah, a
There were
little
some
bit.
things I was like, heh.
Yeah.
E3 is moving on to the final.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind of not surprised.
No.
On paper, he's...
I mean, there's some, I think, some pretty bad people in here, but yeah,
The
paper.
fact that he is, I mean, I
The fact
know
that
this
mine is not.
by the nature of the conference, but yeah, the fact that yours is not, and
I feel like I have some worse exes than maybe not.
No, not on paper.
Not on paper.
not on paper.
Okay. So our March Menace finalists?
Yeah, we only made it to final, or Foul Four.
Foul Four, yeah. So moving into our finalists, we have
The
E2
crucifixion
and
round.
Who's getting crucified?
Fitting because mine had a god complex.
All right, so we have decided. I think it's pretty clear who's going to win this, but who
Yeah.
knows?
No, I know.
Who knows?
We know.
What we're going to do is we are going to tally all of the points.
Oh, that's easy. It's going to be 0 versus whatever.
Well, we're going to do the math.
Okay, you enjoy counting 0
I will.
to whatever.
All right. For E2, are we counting the 0 initially, or are we counting the points that he received when we had to put him up against E6 for the tie?
I thought every point counted because every game matters.
No, I mean, they both got technically 0 points in the Elite 8. And then
Right.
we had to do like a toe for toe. So am I giving him 0 points?
I would say 0.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a special
that was a special
circumstance.
round.
Yeah, special round. Okay.
That's like the kind of game that happens when like the power goes out in one of the arenas and no team has scored any points.
Yeah, just start over.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with my ex E3. He has, at the end of the 3 rounds, he received 4 points in round 3, the Foul Four.
Mm-hmm.
He received 3 points during the Egregious 8, bringing his total to 7. And he received 2 points during the Shit 16. So that brings him
Okay,
to
9 points for the weenie.
a total of 9 points for the weenie. Sorry, bud.
I feel like we need a nickname for yours.
No, just
Okay.
let's not even spend more time with that.
Okay. E2. He walked away with technically. So in round 3, the Foul Four, 0 points. And technically he walked away with 0 points in the Egregious 8.
Yeah, sounds right.
And then he walked away with 1 point in the Shit 16,
Mhm.
which brought his total to 1.
Oh, man.
So congratulations
Yeah, to you.
to our March Menace E2, a winner from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
I think he's had the least amount of points every single round,
Yeah, I mean, of course.
other than the Egregious 8 when those two went up against one another.
Even when he got a special extra point for having to go again,
That's
he's
right.
still lost.
Extra credit.
He got extra credit because we had to do something, and he still lost.
We put him up against somebody so equally awful.
In different ways, yeah.
And we had to come up with a special ranking system for
Special
them.
round. It was so painful on both of us.
It was so painful.
Oh my god. Yeah. Listeners, we're sorry, but
we
we're
never
not.
recover.
You know, Blaze, we talked about having champagne the other day. Like you said, you had a craving for some, and I think we should like split a bottle pretty soon and like
Maybe 2.
drink to surviving. Yeah, a bottle each, maybe.
The way we strayed so far from God's light.
Also, like,
Absolutely.
it's so, again, it's just, I mean, this is why March Madness is March Madness, because, like, you just never know who's going to end up in the finale. I'm talking about March Madness in general.
yeah.
I mean, that's why a bracket is so heartbreaking, right?
We thought we knew how it would end up. It did not.
No, this is honestly truly a real reflection of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is better than March Madness.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Blaze and I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basketball is stupid. I'm just kidding.
I could be just enjoying watching two teams play a harmless, fun game, and instead I had to walk down memory lane, which is just a gauntlet of bullshit.
And you had to pick to marry between 2 of the worst humans
I
alive.
don't think I've ever seen you not be be able to make a decision like that. Like, you're usually very, like, quick
decisive
and
yeah.
decisive.
The pure despair.
I have never in my, and I've known you for what, 30 years now? Close
Yeah,
to
about
30 years.
that, yeah.
I have never once seen you put your hand in your hair in that manner.
You know
With
what though?
No, you went
I
like
know.
this.
It's so funny though
The
because
turmoil.
now looking back after I thought it through, I'm like, oh, of course I would pick Blazes. You know, I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, again, I was thinking too much about the paper, but then I thought, could I spend time with this person again? And just like, I'm like, I guess I'm moving out to the middle of nowhere to look for aliens, like, which I'm sure he's up to right now. No job, no problem.
Nope, don't need one there.
Just put on my tinfoil hat and explore life.
We will ascend with the aliens.
Great hiking.
Great hiking. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of pros, but there is one major pro in this. I don't have to see this guy again.
Prayer that you will be abducted and away from this planet and having to choose either.
Folks, just for transparency, it is 11:30 at night.
It feels like I've been up all night.
We put in the work for this extra special episode.
For you!
For you.
That final round sucked the life out of us both.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just like locked that door so long ago and I realized how shitty that room was.
Yeah. We really appreciate you listening in to our special episode for the March Menace, who has officially been crucified.
Oh god.
Yeah, how are
Don't
we
even
crucifying
say that.
this bitch?
Verbally crucified
Yes.
on our podcast.
Oh yeah, he'll love that.
And is now the March Menace.
The March Menace.
Sorry to you, Kate.
You know what? The good news is when this episode drops, I will be in a different country.
That's right.
Far away from this.
With a wonderful man.
Oh, absolutely.
Your karmic justice.
Wow.
Timing impeccable.
Yeah, I wish I could have told myself when I was experiencing life with this nightmare person
Yeah.
how much better things would be.
You know what? Let's dedicate this episode, our special episode, to the wonderful men in our
The
lives.
wonderful men in our lives.
Dale, Maverick, and Jeff.
Could
Yes.
never be anywhere near this bracket.
Absolutely
It is,
not.
Thank God.
if anything, it's a fight for like who is the most wonderful, and actually no one can win because they all win.
They all win. We are so lucky to have you.
So lucky.
They are the true winners here.
They
Yeah.
really.
Or are we?
We are.
You know what? We all are, because they're
Yeah.
lucky to have us too.
Also that. Oh, the best.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I need that.
Hoi, yoy, yoy.
Hoi, yoy, yoy.
We are not off to get Pharaoh. We are off to do other
Get
things.
lobotomized.
I need to forget this conversation.
Yeah.
Forget the choices that we had to make.
Off to get lobotomized. See you next week.
Hoi, yoy, 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 yoy.
Ladies, we did it.